completing the Arlecchino story quest because I need to unlock her boss because I think I'm going to need her boss for weekly talent material for some of these newer Natlan characters that come out or that are coming out. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go do that. It should be under questies, which is there. Go here. Oh, this thing. Oh, okay, so I have to complete this to get Kanish in the picture, and then this to get, what's her name? I forgot her name, the little girl. Can I even do the Arlecchino one? Okay, good, I can. Yes, so play some Genshin Impact. We're gonna play that quest. We're gonna complete that quest, fight that boss. Usually these, if it has a boss, this quest is probably gonna take at least 3 hours. Assuming if I speedrun the dialogue. What's happening? Story time already?
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Hello, Lenny.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice!
Over here.
Yeah. Lenny!
To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson?
Poisson?
Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front.
He has
So
such
Father
beautiful
arranged for us to
eyes.
stay in Poisson for the time being.
I'm so jealous.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
Well...
Since the two of you are so curious,
Ooh.
perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
You scared Paimon half to death!
I'm scared.
Father, you're here.
You know... On second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Heart stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved. I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past. As
So
for the
cool.
issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should
Hi,
have long
Azzy.
ceased to exist is
Your
lurking in
friend
the
stole all
shadows
your
of the
artifact
House of the
luck?
Hearth.
What?
So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the
That does
spirit
suck.
fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all.
I haven't used
If you're
much
curious,
of
or
the
if you still have some concerns,
typewriter
it
yet.
might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father.
Alright, I was listening to the important story exposition, okay? If you remember anything about your English class. Introduces the character and the problem. On the unluckiest day of the year, Friday the 13th. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, that's right. We're cursed.
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
A little chat.
Alright.
That sounds unlucky.
We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny... Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today's the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
These are like, I don't know, they're almost like the Secret Service or something. He messed up my luck for the entire day. Hold on. Yeah, that's super unfortunate. I'm changing my headphones right now, because those ones are starting to hurt my ears. Let me see. Did you do the Saurian egg event yet? Be a house test. I gotta get my ears. I'm so sorry, gamers. I'm so sorry, okay? I'm almost done untangling my headphones, okay? Can you just be patient, please, a little bit? I think since the typewriter came out, I've only done one artifact run.
As long as I have
but
my
it's
friends with me.
really because I'm not looking to get a lot of artifacts at this time. I'm really just looking more to level up some of my support type characters. One more way. And do their talent type of stuff. So I'm not quite at the phase where I need to, wait, where am I supposed to go? Down here? Here? Yes.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
I didn't need to take a nap today.
There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate!
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
His eyes are so beautiful. Help Lenny distribute the supply. Up there. He steals luck from all of our friends because our luck is better. Huh. I wonder if there is something to that. You get better results if you co-op with someone. I wonder if it's true. Well, it's true for your friend.
Linny, you're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
Oh, he's in love with me.
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
No way!
Sorry,
Come
sir.
here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
Wow, I'm a celebrity.
One
Hi,
at a
Mighty,
time,
welcome.
Please, don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous. Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about
Oh, father?
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands.
You didn't hear about how I
heard
beat
Paimon
dragons?
eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days. Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all! Oh, wait.
I forgot.
I
Did
guess
you fight
you're
Arlecchino
supposed
before?
to give them gifts and stuff, right?
Yes,
Oh, we don't
but
need
it was
something like
in
that.
someone else's
Besides,
world.
we don't have anything to give to you.
I think I helped
Come
someone
on,
else
who
fight
insists?
Arlecchino.
I
In
can
their
give you some
world.
of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both.
That's scary.
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know. I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
Wait.
What does this do?
When you said gift,
Oh,
I didn't think you meant
there.
poison
Okay.
and stealth tactics.
I'm here for a memento because I stream, so here I am to say hello and have fun and give blessings.
those
Thank
are
you,
the
Dylan.
best things
We
can
appreciate
give
your
you.
blessings.
You don't like
As
them?
always, have fun with your
Ooh,
stream.
how about
What are you
this?
streaming?
Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions
Get
for
back
now.
to work,
When
everybody.
it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really?
Absolutely.
Awesome!
You're
It's
streaming
been so
Genshin
long since
Impact
we've had
too?
guests to play with.
Are
If
you
there's
gonna
anything in
brag
mind,
about all
just
your
let us know.
things?
Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for
I
that.
think the Spiral Abyss reset, didn't it?
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
Does Lenny ever take his hat off? What does the top of his head look like?
Bye.
It's over for Genshin. Every pool is 5-star from now on. Yeah, exactly.
Lenny.
He's gonna hack the servers and we don't get anything.
Tactics talk just now.
We're gonna lose our 50-50s.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets.
What
Just
the?
out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family.
Yeah.
Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one.
Bro, he
Chapeau
killed
is
all
around
the
my
family
age.
pets.
While
I'm
I'm
sorry.
responsible for collecting intelligence,
What?
he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions. I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
Automatic breathing disabled. Yeah, what? He just did that like it was no big deal. He killed all the pets. Oh my god, no. Please tell me you guys. Actually, I don't even know if you guys live in America. But the Haitians are not eating the pets. Okay? That kid killed them all. Alright? Dylan is ironically so based. COD, BO2, Cobblemon, Viva Mexico. I have a friend who lives in Canada. And
Yo, supplies are here.
Thanks. And
we were
who are
talking
these
about
two?
the election. Well, the
Outsiders?
upcoming election.
Allow me to
And he
introduce
said,
you.
yeah, whatever
This is
you
the
guys are
traveler
doing down
and
there, it
pilot.
doesn't make us look good up
Oh,
here.
You're
We're
the
worried
famous
about
duo
you
I've
down
been
there.
hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
You know I'm not
We're
from
making our way
America.
all across to that.
Oh.
But have you seen
good
our
for
memes?
you.
Have you seen our
You must be
memes?
pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
Oh, this is the first we've
For
heard
us
of it.
too, but we can't make anything.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From
Our
what I've been able to tell from the posters
president
anyway. You should
affects-
definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh,
like
and
different-
There's
I mean, it
Blind
affects
Maiden
a
too.
lot of other
That one is
countries
supposed
other
to have
than just our
audience
own
interaction.
country.
Seems pretty interesting.
And I don't know, it's a hot mess.
After this mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should
But
dye
I
my
also
hair.
hate it.
Wonder how much it'll cost.
Yeah, I don't know what we're
Is
doing
it
as a country, to be
Or do
honest.
these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
Normal.
I heard that.
No, they have some problems too, I'm sure.
Oops.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others. Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
That's why you're on the
I
other
bet
side of the
those
bridge.
crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Oh, dang it, she almost told us.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
I like her hair though, that's a cute hairstyle.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
Everyone's asking me out on a date. Stop, guys. Please live longer. I think we'll be okay.
Well,
We'll
that's it for the supplies. We should probably
if
head
there's
back
one
as
thing
well.
America can do, we somehow figure
Well, they didn't
It
seem
out,
too happy
okay?
with each other. Seems you're right. We're only here as guests after all. Oh, Winnie's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
so we figure it out somehow. So yeah, there you go. This way. Man, all these like octopuses that stick out, octopi, whatever, the squid, is weird.
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
Yeah, we're.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be
What happened is that
strong-willed and
USA and
independent.
Canada give their
So
opinion
if
of
there's
some
one thing
problems
we've
with the
got,
law,
it's
and our
people who aren't
presidents
afraid
say
to speak their mind.
we don't want gossip
Well, I should
on our
probably
policy.
be
Let's
cooking.
break international
Wanna join?
treaties with them.
Of course.
Then let's head
Yeah.
out and... Uh-huh.
Renee.
What are you doing here?
Well,
Hey, nice to see you again.
Oh, you too. I heard you're here as
I
guests
just hope your
of House
country
of the
doesn't
Hearth.
attack mine, because I will not be friendly
Welcome.
to any.
We were just going to make
Invader.
some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help
Yeah,
in the kitchen, and I
don't
seem
know
to
what our
remember you
plan
mentioning you
is.
wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
Seafood soup?
I will
I'm
say-
drooling already.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine?
Well,
Maybe I can help.
it's not entirely true.
It's
Because I
nothing.
wanted to say I think our
I
politicians
just
want
wanted
to
see
try
if
to
there were any
avoid
extra supplies.
Yeah, we've
combat.
got some left over. What do you need?
Some
Well,
food
as
and
far as like
water,
sending troops or
and
whatever.
some clean cloth.
But there's
if
already troops
possible.
out somewhere in active combat zones.
No problem.
So,
Give me a second here.
and it
Food.
didn't sound like they were
water.
planning to bring them back. Because in the
Wait a
debate,
minute.
I think Kamala
What do you
Harris
need all of those for?
said there
We're
are
not on
no
any
troops in
missions as
active
far as I'm
combat
aware.
zones. And
And you're
then
just
apparently
going to
that
come
has
meet
been
with us.
debunked recently.
So what's this all about?
So,
I
goody.
thought I'd grab
What
an
country you
extra
live
portion
in? China?
because I get hungry at night.
Our biggest
Could
weapon
be
is
because I'm
tostadas
growing,
and really spicy
you know,
tacos.
And
Margaritas? Would you consider
Fremine.
margaritas one of your weapons?
You remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work.
Algeria.
Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Oh, they're having a...
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
I totally missed... What is Fremine? What's he upset about?
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do
In
with
that case, will
Father?
be the tequila and the Corona. Yeah.
yes. Just follow me.
Dun 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 dun. Tequila. We're going to a secret rendezvous.
You're back.
Who is this?
And you've brought some friends with you this time.
Is this the ghost
Hello,
girl?
my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Heart, just like you. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does
Sus.
that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
Uh-oh.
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
For
I can
how
assure you-
long?
Did you watch the
About
animation? What
half a
animation?
month now.
Which one?
So ever since we got to Poisson, then, do you have any idea what you're doing?
He's
I
a
know what I'm
traitor.
doing.
He's a traitor.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
That's right.
You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
Ooh,
I've thought
Linny's
it
mad.
through, and I just can't hand her over like that.
Why?
Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a
What-
single person
What
was there to
animation are
help
you
him.
talking about?
That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him.
Is it...
I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility.
See it later? Not
If
now?
Clairvy were our enemy,
What are we talking
it wouldn't
about?
matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought,
Oh.
because that's what Father
Yes,
ordered
I
us to
did see
do.
that animation.
But
I
she's been
remember
living
now.
with us, helping us from the shadows all this time.
It was
I
something
think
about
that makes her
father.
family.
How she
couldn't just
ultimately had
hand
to
her
kill
over to be dealt
everybody.
with.
Well, she had to
Not
kill
when there's so
mother.
much we still don't know.
And then that's how she became, and that's how
So
Arlecchino
what's
became
your plan
father.
then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Oh, Lenny's gonna cuss him out. So you should know. I don't. That was the main part of what I
Those two
remembered.
Sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No
This
way.
necklace
They have a
magic
really deep
somehow.
bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
Was this her? Was this Arlecchino's like childhood friend that like somehow got
Darkness
murdered
in
or
the
something?
house runs deeper than you can imagine.
That's
No
ominous.
one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Lenny. I really didn't
Who's-
mean to drag
who is the
anyone
little
else
girl?
into this.
Well, I
really?
don't.
You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh?
Oh.
What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest.
Uh-oh.
Later on,
It's
when
gonna
you
be a
started calling me
showdown.
Linny,
A
I
showdown.
wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette
She's
and I are related by blood.
Malvika's
We
daughter?
had to depend
Stop
on each other
lying.
to survive long before we joined the house.
What? No
Linny,
way. Get out
I-
of here. You're lying.
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone.
Thank you,
Not if I
Linny.
can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kind of
guess it
heated between Linny and
Lies.
Fernay. Maybe we should go check on
I know,
them.
it's trying to gaslight me. I mean, like, I can kind of see it. Maybe the red hair, but...
It's raining. I should put my clothes away.
Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. No. No. She is not her daughter.
He's not here either.
I think that was Arlecchino's friend. What? Hey, did you see that? She is a ghost.
It's time to leave.
Oh, I have to come over here. Trust me, bro.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
Renee.
Everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to
Just
help,
trust.
say the
Just
word.
trust, alright?
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't I just
Where's Lynette?
thank you.
Where's your sister?
I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you.
Is the daughter from the
I know
mother?
things could turn dangerous,
Okay,
so
maybe.
I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life
There's
depends
something
on it.
definitely suspicious
Me too.
about that little girl. I don't know what it is
Well,
yet.
Back to the matter at hand, then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I've tried that already.
And?
Why did that take so long? He finished.
And nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
She looks cursed, doesn't
I
she?
don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's
Inazuma.
not guaranteed to work or anything.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
Of course. I promise.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
What is that? I don't trust Paimon.
Whoa!
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
She is not amused.
And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother.
Um...
And you too, Fremine.
Men,
You
exactly.
fool, traveler. And you fool, Paimon.
Did she get mad at
Wait,
me?
what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out, you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
Oh my goodness, they're gonna get in trouble with Father. They are all
You don't
gonna
agree.
get in
I'll have
trouble.
no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
Look, she's threatening them now.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then.
We're
After we
all
talk to
in
Clairvy,
this
we'll figure out our next move.
together.
There's no time to lose. Let's go.
I think Lenny's the older brother, right? I think so. I think that's right. Oh, Kachina. I forgot Kachina's little name.
I'm full.
What is
Thank
that?
you for bringing
Cheesy
me this
bread?
food, you guys. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Well, she's a spirit.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't
Fist
seem
bump.
like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few
Clairvy?
questions.
Like clairvoyance? Mm-hmm.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. and I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be.
What does that
In this
mean?
house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster, unless it's the roster of people who've been executed. Wait,
What's she talking about?
She...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Oh my god, she just went dark so fast.
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine.
Clairvy, wasn't she
Maybe we should try a
Arlecchino's
different
friend back in the
approach.
day?
Clairvy,
I feel
do
like
you
she
have a
was
wish?
from the animation.
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
There's something special about that necklace she's wearing. It's too detailed.
To go outside, where the sun can find me. That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine.
Is she like in
No
some
one
basement?
can get out alive.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan.
So is she alive?
I'll
but
try and find a way to
she's
use
like
basic
astral
illusory
projecting?
magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Distraction.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
I'll give you a magic bird.
That's
If
a pretty
Father
bird.
suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course,
You know,
that's only as a
Father.
last
Father
resort.
already knows you're
If
plotting
Father
all
doesn't
this.
seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done.
Father already
If the
knows
worst
you
case
guys are up
scenario
to no
happens
good.
and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Be careful.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
That's why they set up the trust thing earlier, where it's like, oh yeah,
I really hope this goes
Father
well.
says you guys are so trustworthy.
No,
That's the highest
it has
compliment
to go
she
well.
could give you.
That's the only way this can get resolved.
Okay, Lenny. We'll be okay, man. It's alright. Okay, the child who doesn't exist. Sea breeze rendezvous. Go to the seaside to look for the knave. I wish Kachina's little thing would last longer. But it is a lot of fun. Oh my goodness, it got bright.
Spin to win!
Ah, that's good. Oh. Oh, it's child. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Hello. I see you're doing fine after the whale attack. So let's go around a little bit. Child, I hear you're you're in a lot of female fantasies. I'll leave it at that. Can't say I blame them, you know.
It's the knave and child. Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here. I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
Okay.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master.
Oh,
I really wanted
yeah.
to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left.
Heck yeah.
I still have
Can't
so
wait
many
for her to
questions
be a
for
character.
her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh,
I would chase her
okay,
too,
so
child.
have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
The worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did help speed up my recovery. And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old
Look at
man's
that
been putting the pressure
Simichurl
on
just
me. He
dancing
sent
in the
someone to tell
background.
me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrader's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to
Arlecchino
see you
is
go all out.
And what a
7
sweet little
in the
daydream that is.
Harbingers.
But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
So sarcastic.
One I could do without, I'd say.
I look
Is
confused.
it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well...
We wanted to learn more about you. You're so amazing
wait,
and cool.
We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you.
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... why do you call yourself father?
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Yeah.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser.
Aw.
Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off
Who is
easy.
Toner?
And why would I betray them?
Never heard that name before, I don't
Well,
think.
you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you?
Uh-oh.
At least, that's what I heard.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
I don't think she did.
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Is she
well,
slightly
nothing
offended?
much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
No, I think
see.
Mother put them
Huh.
against each
Based
other.
on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue.
Oh!
Although it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous.
Yes.
Call yourself a Fontainian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Oh, that's
You're
a
not
clue.
actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
Because she loves the place
I
where
was
she grew
trying
up.
to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontainian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
You were.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I
Okay.
heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar.
Friendly
and the loser
spar.
has to back down. Seems
What?
pretty cool if you ask me.
Free.
Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Is this
Well,
middle?
that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Oh.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Have we
Okay,
seen those
okay.
kids before?
I get the picture.
Tonya and Tusser. Aw.
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look worse, like you're gonna keel over.
All right, all
God, I
right.
hate this
Well,
thing sometimes.
thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
Sorry.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh,
Oh my.
Well, you see,
What?
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
we managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
Oh, heck yeah, she did.
I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
To go to our house. Oh, good thing that hopefully I didn't die.
Winnie, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight. Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
This is why Arlecchino is a boss fight, because they have to spar to
But
resolve
as I
family
let her out of the
differences.
shadows and into the
and-
sunlight,
And they didn't
she vanished.
tell her.
I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
She couldn't, or
Huh.
she just didn't want to.
Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case. Well, we could always try pushing her into it. Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look!
How did you get that? Did you, like, steal it from an office somewhere?
Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section.
And we're just gonna
Here.
read it here in the open, where anyone can walk up on us and see what we're reading.
Landois, Chambel, Horaire.
John Ball. Okay, he looks like he's seen some things. He looks like he's been in a orbit. Okay. What's D? Alright, X.
Oh, yikes. That Horaire guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it.
But
He
why
said
was he
any future
executed,
lover
though?
would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Is this just
Did
a roster?
he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It
Okay.
was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked
Uh-oh.
everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Wait, so that means the knave, she...
It may
Not
seem cruel,
necessarily.
but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life.
Sounds very,
Her name's not
mafia-like.
here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine,
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Okay.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filiol are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
that's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house,
Alright, I'm back.
most people would never say that out
Let's
loud.
see.
People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filiol and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
Well, they don't have to be
These
part
kinds
of
of
the Fatui.
conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filiol and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something.
Oh, like you guys?
Can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly.
Oh, she's
But I wouldn't be
poisoning them.
surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
Yeah, exactly.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
What?
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future.
Okay. Is this
Because
about
the
getting
House
the
of the Hearth was
Gnosis?
so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience.
Yeah, okay.
Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just
Why are
that
all the bad guys super rich?
we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, It's an honor in name only.
Mm-hmm.
What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
Naturally. Well, yeah, Lenny wouldn't know. He's a little worker.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife.
Yes.
You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying. And that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal.
Well,
But it
it
looks
hasn't
like
even
things
been
are more
resolved.
complicated than I thought. If we leave Filial and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
It means
We can
she'll
only focus
execute
on
them.
one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filial and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on
So-
Clairvy for now.
Does Filial
Well,
not know,
it's
like,
getting
the
late.
dark side?
We should head back and
Of
get some
Father?
rest. We'll try again
Because if
first
you
thing tomorrow.
did, I feel like you wouldn't be acting out
Lynette,
because you know
stick
you'd
with
get
me this
murdered.
time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
It was an odd camera angle, as if someone was spying on me. Oh wait, where's the stairs? Over here. Rest. Your mind races.
Oh, I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all. Hey, you
Yeah,
don't
back
think
scratcher.
the maid will be too angry with Lenny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you?
She will be.
She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
I'll think about it.
Trust is ever, Traveler.
Oh, there's that little girl.
Look over there.
What's she doing?
Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees. Over there.
Hello, welcome. I'm following a ghost right now.
Shockwave. Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast.
I'm probably gonna run out of stamina. I keep jumping. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to press V.
Oh, look! She stopped! Clairvy!
He can be in the moonlight.
I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
Window?
If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting.
Is this new
It's better
area?
to dream of
No,
what
this
I
isn't.
could
This is
have than
Fontaine's.
try to make it a reality.
It's the Arlecchino story quest.
Please, help
Father's
us get on the
story
same
quest.
page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that? Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me. As
She
long
have
as you're
some secret
useful,
power?
you get to stick around. lose your value, and you're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough. You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother. Mother?
We saying father. I wish I was
She
playing
doesn't
when
deserve
Arlecchino
that
came
title.
out.
She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again.
See, I swear I
only
think this is
Perry were here.
Arlecchino's.
She'd understand. Perry. There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling.
See, I knew it.
It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else. Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot.
In the animation,
It's getting windy.
Arlecchino
close
as
the
a
window.
child had a
Ooh,
friend.
look at the moon. Isn't it pretty?
I think this is
Let me hear a
Arlecchino's
spit.
friend.
I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
Okay, I swear I think this is Arlecchino's childhood friend. Something happened to her, and that is what made Arlecchino fight the mother and ultimately kill the mother, and that is how Arlecchino became father. I'm pretty sure that's what happened in the animation. And Selected, I see your chat. I wished for Arlecchino, but I lost my 50-50, so I was very depressed.
Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do? Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't tell if she's like a spirit ghost or if she is astral projecting or something.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go.
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
Yeah, but remember,
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him.
yeah, that's why he went to Sumeru
We're
to
not
do
really
something
on
else.
the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth.
And she is like, no.
Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Just once.
Experiment?
One experiment.
Could
That's
that
singular.
be what Clairvy was talking about?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has
I
its own
pledge of
principles.
allegiance.
There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys.
Big
It's
yawn.
just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either.
And she said mother. That's an important detail. Say that.
The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
She might.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me.
Well, no, you
Friendly,
can't ask
know
her
what to
because
do.
then you'd
Be on your
be
guard,
giving,
everyone.
you know,
All right.
you'd be giving
let's
it
get
away
to
that
it.
you found whoever she's looking for. All right. I did take damage from that fall, but I did not die. I'm tired of going up and down. Wait. Uh-oh. Where's my GPS? Where's my GPS? Can I go up this way? I think I can, yeah. Okay.
Spin to win!
See that? Spin to win, baby! What is this, Overwatch? Hello, Hydrate! Welcome. I need to... It doesn't give me my path. Oh, the bridge is right here.
Shockwave!
This is why I need my GPS. Yeah, we're just, relaxing, doing the Arlecchino quest. I have to keep going up and down in Poisson. Gotta talk to the children, then I gotta go talk to father, then I gotta go back and talk to the children again. Can you just tell I'm beaming with excitement? Hold on. I think I have a tool for this, for... Is it this? Gliding movement speed, so... Maybe? What is that? You want me to take a sip of some water? You're so funny. I guess I'll do it. What is this? Confirm. What is this box? Oh, a seed thing. What is that? Oh, that's a fishing rod. Okay. Anyways, let's go.
Let's go, Swirly!
No inflation? Not yet. I did think about doing it today, honestly. I know I said this is like the third stream I've said it, but I was distracted with Trump memes today.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
Look at her, she cares about us.
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles.
I don't
So
have
what are
a
you
cash
planning
app.
to do now? Catch up on some sleep?
I'm gonna donate to you,
Or
not
should
Twitch.
I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss
Keep your
before
money.
I ask any questions?
Keep your money so you can buy
Although
your
I
Red
must
Bulls.
profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups.
That's right.
But nothing gets past me. Least of all, a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
What should we do?
Gotta go? Okay.
She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
She was. What did you just have this pigeon in your pocket?
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up, based on what the knave was saying just now. Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting.
Okay, let's go. I knew she would know. Of course she would know. Parents know. Well, parents who pay attention to their children know. Especially since it's like kind of her job to, and not just as a parent, but like her job is gathering information. You don't think someone's gonna tell her, hey, so-and-so was
Seeing as
asking
we
me a
still
lot of
have some
questions
time
about this
before my
thing.
meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait. I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives?
I feel like she's messing
I'm sorry
with us.
to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them. I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
Yeah, Lynette, Lenny, and Fremine,
But
I mean, besides having,
that's awful.
you know, playable character buff, I
Ah,
think they would want
you
to
seem
leave
concerned.
anyways.
Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Claire V in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
It's a deal then.
Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you.
Ah!
I'll try and
She
keep
got my
better
bird.
track of it next time. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it.
She's like, give this back to my child.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand.
Who was her
I
right-hand
asked
man?
you
I
to
need
meet
to
me
know.
here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
She's like, let's give them a little more time to clean up their mess, okay? Let's see if they can do it in a timely manner. If not, we're gonna have to punish them. She's letting her children fail to teach them a lesson. And also, maybe Arlecchino's avoiding it because she doesn't really want to deal with it. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so this is Nivulet's office. His handsome self. Everyone admire the beautiful Nivulet. My favorite part of this quest is Child and Arlecchino throwing shade at their coworkers. Oh yeah, and they do it in such an eloquent way. The professional way, you know?
The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect.
And all the
Although, if I may
Fontainian
speak
people...
plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Is he gonna read it that fast? That's it? You couldn't drop that off to his secretary? Or are we gonna sit on the couch and wait? Okay, we're gonna wait. Everyone in Fontaine sounds very oh.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense,
that typewriter or whatever this
why
is
you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette, so allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind.
She wants him to take care of her children if something happens to her.
Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Yes, I did. She thinks something's gonna happen to her, so she wants him to take care of her children. And I think she particularly wants him to watch out or like take care of probably Linny, Lynette, and Fremine.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
So we don't want to deal with the bad kids.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
So she took the law into her own hands.
Choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
So it's kind of, yeah, that's one of the. So these assassinations won't keep coming across my desk, right? What do you mean? There was no evidence.
I believe I've told you before that my emotions easily resonate with those of others. Yet in the few meetings I've had with that Harbinger, I haven't been able to sense any aspect of her emotional state. Her mind is like a still body of water. Who knows what darkness lies in its depths, and the lack of ripples on the surface gives nothing away. It's unclear whether this is her natural state of being, or whether it's an incredible strength of will that gives her the ability to master her emotions. Either scenario, however, suggests she is a very dangerous individual. I do not expect an explanation as to why you two are by her side. Whatever your reasoning, I would only advise you to take caution.
Yes, Daddy. Wait, what? Sorry. You're not father. I meant... Y'all know what I meant, right? Don't bring a pyro character. Okay. That's a good point, because Arlecchino is pyro. I think I'll be alright. Alright, we gotta get out of here. Today, I made French onion soup. It was delicious. I didn't quite caramelize the onions right, because some of them I was like shredding, like fine, you know, fine little onion things, I don't know, strings, but the mandolin I have, the cutter, sucks. So then I diced them. So some took longer to cook than others.
What exactly were you talking about back there? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
Paimon, be quiet. Just stop. Okay.
You really want to know?
Your brain is
empty. I would imagine
empty.
there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Paimon, your brain is literally hot air. Just stop.
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay.
Did you finish it? I can't get spoiled. No, I didn't finish this yet.
Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
So, the punishment doesn't have to be death. It could just be... Oh, look! It's the guy! It's the guy! It's... Oh my god, I don't remember his name.
Are you alright?
But he was marked as assassinated.
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
My bad, you ran into me.
Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Oh,
Please,
was it to
I
erase
want
their
to.
memory?
It's not like I'm short on supply.
Is that the
All the
is that the
extras will be useless
experiment
come tomorrow anyway.
that Arlecchino wanted
It's
with the
my
doctor?
fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran
Newsboy.
into your friend here on accident. I
Newsboy.
should probably get going, actually, so...
Hold on.
Oh, she recognizes him.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
I love her.
Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune.
Because even though
If
she
only I
seems
had
so
the chance to
cold
run
and
into such generous
calculating,
customers every day.
she actually really cares.
I should probably just take on a smaller inventory, though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
She's so cool.
Why don't we stick around for a little longer? hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
Poisson.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions.
Oh, she's
You're
so
quite
generous.
curious about Clairvy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
Of course not.
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what can you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far. Wonderful. Here it is.
Why am I so grumpy
When
looking?
the time
Chill
comes,
out.
make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay, sounds normal enough.
Help Linny fight. That's what she
do you
means.
mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
She knows that she's gonna have to fight Linny. And what she means is she wants me to help fight her with Linny. Even though we get stomped, it'll be fine. Alright, where am I supposed to go? 600 meters away! Excuse me. Oh my god, it's no close thing. Okay. Hopefully it will be very obvious if I am walking up to a boss fight. It's probably not, but hopefully it is. In fact, I feel like I am approaching the boss battle, so I'm gonna switch my team real fast.
The pleasure is all mine.
Want me to come along?
Yes, I do. Kazuha. She's Pyro. I don't know. You, maybe? I doubt she gets frozen, right? This should be fine.
Let's go gather some samples.
Sounds... Wait, I don't have a healer at all. I need to fix that. I'll pick you.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Barbara. No! Just let me take the shortcut, Paimon. It's right here. Right here. Come on, Paimon. Don't do this to me. Oh, right here. I do remember this is where the old, like, orphanage type of thing used to be.
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble.
It's like some
No one comes here anymore.
Graviton
Nor does
thing
anyone
happened.
care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a Harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Why?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning.
Was she sick or something?
Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all.
Mm-hmm.
It was a kind of purgatory.
Right.
Purgatory?
Because she wasn't doing bad things.
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
Wow.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
No, of course not.
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now.
It's herself.
Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating.
Oh my goodness.
The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
Her spirit was
Her
broken.
hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross.
Naturally.
If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained. Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free.
That's pretty depressing.
It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Peruere end her life.
Wow.
From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Crucibina, you mean? But...
Yeah, she's gotta go.
Correct. This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruere won the battle.
Just like
and
the
became
victors
a
write
harbinger
history.
herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Peruere. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father.
Wow.
And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met... Was she really a spirit at all?
Good question.
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin.
Right, so we have to grant her wish to
You see,
do something
a
with the ley
certain
lines.
power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special case. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
Right.
Lose 10 years' worth, however. And it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, Then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Of course she did.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives. But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape, and it is this very perception that traps her there. But
That makes sense.
no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
I just gotta kill her again, no big
Wait!
deal.
Paimon can understand why you might want her gun, but isn't there another way?
She's not even real, Paimon.
So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
She wouldn't recognize her.
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Is this really what you want to do?
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger and sorrow. Anger
Very
makes you
extreme.
impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now,
Uh-oh, the
we'll just
music.
have to wait and see.
Oh, here we go. See, this is what she meant. I have to pick a side now.
Here they are, Father.
Oh, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
What?
Lenny!
Why is he so excited?
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time. But I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Uh-oh. Lenny's always getting in trouble, that naughty boy.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Uh-oh.
Father!
Wait.
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
Excuse me?
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Oh.
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
Uh-oh.
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
Wow.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules.
That's right.
I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
They're about to get Mordored.
Why?
That's enough, Filial.
Ooh.
We made a mistake. And we should own
No,
up
you
to
made
it.
a choice.
We broke the rules. Plain and simple. And now we have to face the consequences. I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father.
He's afraid he's gonna die.
We accept our punishment.
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Oh. Don't worry, they're just gonna wipe her memory. Don't.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real
Linny
family than we've ever been.
Is
So
her
please, Father,
protege, and
please, reconsider.
if you will.
I agree with
They're both pyro.
Father, please.
Linny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
She's like, ugh, this is so annoying.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way.
Oh, see, this is what she was talking about.
Draw your weapons and face me.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the House will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Here we go, gamers.
Wait. Bede. Father in a duel?
They're not ready.
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Linny.
This little magic card. Oh, I actually have that weapon equipped on her. That finale of the deep one.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Letting the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that? If they lose,
No, they
most
suck.
people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
No.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take
Traveler?
I'm gonna take the... Why did they give me this weapon? This crappy weapon. I'd like to see for myself what the fourth...
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Here we go. Alright, we're ready. Big battle. After the loading screen. After the loading screen. Alright, here we go.
Bow your head.
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's lagging. Why are you lagging?
Coming at you!
Stop lagging.
Now's our chance!
Oh my god, I can't see! Stop doing this!
Is it my turn now?
Oh, Jesus.
Time to go.
A proper send-off! From the Cena with
Now
love.
that's more like it.
Watch out! You alright?
With these rising flames.
Hey there!
No.
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
After clearing a bond of life, your next charge attack will unleash something. You're not gonna hit me, lady. I'm so fast. I got shields for days. Okay, that's not...
Settle down.
Is it
Now's
my
our chance!
really like her.
Look at you. Trapped like a bunch of helpless animals.
The same mistakes? Excuse me?
With these
Hey
rising
there! Hang
flames.
in there! That's the way.
Is it my turn now? Look at you. Trapped
Come
like a
on,
bunch of
we can do
helpless
it.
animals.
Oh, can I get those? The scenery is so pretty, even though it's like
Spare your
Red
energy.
Death.
Running is of little use.
Here to watch the fight. Oh! She's like an angel of death. There's a phase 2! Oh my god! She just... What is that? Oh my god, she looks so cool. We're getting spider leg wings. You There's
Kindness has been seared away.
Let's dance.
My blade is all that remains.
there's a face too.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Now's our chance.
Over here.
Whoa, Lenny just threw in an ult.
Oversight on my part.
Look at him. Give me that, please. Thank you.
Watch out.
What is that?
Watch out for Father's movement!
What is that?
Let's see.
A proper send-off from the Spinoway. Let the show begin.
Sun and moon have set.
Oh,
Ruin
oh
remains.
no.
Now's our chance.
Oh no, what's happening to me?
Be sanctified.
Can she not give me...
Suntown is only the beginning.
Look out!
There better not be a phase 3, I swear to gosh. Oh, I have that weapon,
You
actually.
should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
I'm sorry, Father!
You really think you got her? You didn't get her.
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger
She's
than I
so
expected.
So cool. She's number 3.
A crimson moon.
This is like Euthymia or
I
wherever.
can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
That would have been when she like erased her memories, but she didn't. That was so cool. I love Arlecchino. That's my woman crush every day. Her and Shenhe. I just have a thing for emotionally unavailable people. I think that's probably my toxic trait right there.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Brother, are you alright?
Lenny,
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No.
She's like not even breaking a sweat.
I never thought things would end like this.
However, Everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away. If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
Just like that paper boy, the newsboy.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
Oh, so maybe Claravy is like the memory version of herself, and that's how she can seem so like the situation not bother her because she took the
You're
memory
just
out.
letting us go, Father?
Oh no, silly. No.
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial.
She's
You
like,
haven't left
"Ew,
the
don't
house
cry."
yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
What
Of course.
What'd she do? Burn all her
remember.
emotions away?
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
See, I told you. This is what they were talking about with this dream. Please take care of the children when I'm gone.
Father.
But Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will never leave.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
He got beat up.
Clairvy.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Girl, you're dead.
You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
She's like, what?
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's done speechless!
Oh. Okay then.
Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that?
Trumpet's really nice right here.
If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together.
And they got caught.
Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors. Still,
Yikes.
you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, "For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die."
Wow.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down.
Yeah.
Somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Wow.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In
Welcome,
return,
Mackenzie.
they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for.
Oh,
You know,
hello?
Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
What are you talking about? You're in
Well,
the
it
outside.
just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Really? Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight!
Oh my god, I have to click on all these?
You know, I used to dream of being a bard. Playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what. Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses.
Aww.
One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother. It's just
Your
too
crazy
bad
mother.
Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I just have to keep them all for me then. I could
feel
wear
like
a different one every day.
I feel like her mom is like a Black Widow, where she probably like ate her dad, this little girl's dad. She probably just ate him. Because I just had a thought, I was like, where is her dad? Like, why wasn't she like off with her dad? Because the mom probably ate the dad.
Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face.
Yeah.
Are there any yokai like that?
Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
Well, that's just Ito. He's just a goofy goober.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying.
Yeah, but they take studying
I'm
so
just
seriously.
kidding.
They wouldn't do that.
Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great.
Ooh, sorry, guys. Alright, we have one more. Ah, I have something in my
The
eyeball.
situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles.
Oh no!
Oh
It must
yeah.
have been hard for all of you. What happened next?
Killing someone, right?
Don't
Killing
worry,
the
we were able
the
to
person?
turn the situation around super quickly. All thanks to Detective Paimon, of course.
Oh my god, Paimon,
How'd you
shush.
do that? Come on, tell me.
Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
Well, at least Paimon is a talker, even if she's making some of this stuff up.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
So that means she's probably dealt with Claire v. Shadow before. Oh, she's gonna get burnt by the sun. Oh. Or maybe this is her wish coming true.
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallare. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Notice how they cleverly covered her eyes right there because of her hair? I bet she's...
Clairvy. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
Come on.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid.
Aww.
I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures.
Aww.
But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
I knew Lenny would never leave. Even though he got stomped.
It's Lenny! Hey, Lenny!
Because he really embraces that family
What is it doing back
aspect.
here? Let's go check it out.
So do Fremine and Lynette. They would never leave. That's where she killed her friend. She's reminiscing right now.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known.
Oh.
Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you.
Now?
I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas. I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility. One not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
Because you really believe it's a family, Lenny.
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family.
Look at me!
You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
I feel like that pose is not appropriate. You are very large.
Speaking up back there was
What,
so
like
brave
my
of you,
camera?
Winnie. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Not really. She was gonna erase your memories.
Hero. Father is the real hero.
She was gonna
Had
erase their
Father
memories
gone all out
anyways.
during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
Oh.
You're wrong.
Yeah, there is a lot of space right
In my
here.
opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength.
Yeah.
For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength,
I wonder how
you
old
still
Lenny's
chose
supposed to
to
be.
face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
Oh, he's touched.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions
Yeah.
will never be worthy of the
Yeah,
throne.
I think in the animation she kind of
understand,
got
Father.
beat up a couple times, but kept
Thank
standing
you.
back up. Ew.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain
Does
you
that
want to
mean
stay?
Lenny is gonna be a
You've
harbinger?
done so much for me, Father. And that kindness must be repaid.
So what is Lenny gonna be? Is he
Plus,
gonna be
with
an
Project
uncle? Is he,
Stuja at hand,
is he gonna be
there are
an
many
uncle?
dangers ahead. And I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Uncle Lenny.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, Our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment. No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
I think she was hoping that I would help them more in the duel, but obviously I did not. We weren't gonna win. That's the point.
I'll protect us.
Is we were never gonna be able to actually beat her. Alright, I need to wait till 2 days. Oh, I got some achievements. Let me look at these. I got like 2. Ranged combat is advantageous to us. Huh? I don't know what I did for that. And I got another one. Where is it? Unleash 4 Scarlet Night Tides in a single battle against the Knave. I don't even know what that is, but we're gonna... Okay, I'll take it. Okay. Wait 2 days. Alright, already, the show goes on. The background is nice. Okay, we gotta go.
Didn't they say that when Nat and Fremine were recovering at the...
Oops. They're still recovering? It's been 2 days. La la la. Okay. I need to go downstairs. That's right.
Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Much better.
Whew, what a relief.
Yeah, you guys
What
got
about
stomped.
you? Are you feeling alright?
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over.
And that's what you get for defying father.
And I wanted to ask, is Clairvy gone? Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Clairvy. Actually, I've met Crusabina before.
How?
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crusabina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between
So
their deaths
Fremene's
that
the
I
oldest?
joined the House of the Hearth. Crusabina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crusabina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined,
Father
killed Crusabina.
Don't you think this
burned
would have been
all her
important
files.
information
With
earlier
that,
from
the
Renee
names
to
of all
share?
the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories.
Why didn't
they
you say
represented.
any of this like
Father took in Lenny
an
and me
hour
a couple
ago?
months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crusabina.
Like 2
or
hours ago?
Clairvy.
You could have said something.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now. And that's what Father told us in the end.
Yeah, sounds very much like her.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home.
You also have the
We may
playable
have
character
arguments
buff. You
or
can't just,
times when we feel wronged.
be different.
Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Just invite us back as guests.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
Are Filio and Nantoy okay?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently.
Good for them.
They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
I can respect that. But wouldn't they have, like, concerns about, you know, like, the last 3 years of their life? Like, what happened to me? It's been 3 years. Okay. Oh, I got a fireplace, I think. I'm just coming over here to heal up. Alright guys, and that is all. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We have completed our Arlecchino story quest. Very nice. I have now... I still need to do some more. I have a lot to do. Maybe I'll do Lenny next time. Wait. Oh yeah, this is a timed thing. I have 9 days. That's fine. What was I doing? Oh yeah. So we finished the Arlecchino quest. I now have her boss fight, which is up here. The reason I really wanted to unlock their boss fight is because I'm pretty sure I'll probably need some of that for her weekly, the weekly talent for some of these Natlan characters. I think I said that at the beginning. I'll say it again now. So, she's done. The quest didn't take quite as long. I think I said 3 hours. We're at 2:30. So, it's pretty good. But thank you, Azzy, for being here the whole time. Thank you anyone else who's been here. Whether you stopped in, you were here the whole time, watching the VOD. Thank you. Leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye!